mapalun, mapagmatsyag, pangahas, matanglaw.
Ano nga ba ang cranial nerves? Ba't kailangan itong i-assess? Samahan niyo akong tumuklas ng mga bagong kaalaman. Cranial nerve. Ba't kailangan itong i-assess?
An evaluation of the cranial nerves tests mental activity, head posture and coordination, and reflexes on the head. Signs identified during this evaluation indicate an injury or disease of the brain.
Ganun naman pala. Narito ang isang vet para tulungan tayong maunawaan ang paksa natin tungkol sa cranial nerves.
So we have several tests to know if ever our pet's cranial nerves are functioning properly. So mga test na to, unang-una ay ating menace response test, which we will be checking for the cranial nerves 2, 6, and 7. Next, we have palpebral reflex test, vibrissae reflex test, mandibular touch test, and palpation of the head for symmetry. All of those tests will be testing for the cranial nerves 5 and 7. Next, for the auricular reflex test, we will be checking cranial nerve number 7. For corneal reflex test, cranial nerves 5 and 6 will be tested. For papillary light reflex test, we will be testing the second and the third cranial nerve. For oculocephalic reflex, we will try to look if ever the animal has normal physiologic nystagmus, and the cranial nerves involved are cranial nerves 8, 3, 4, and 6. For the gag reflex test, we will be testing for the cranial nerves 9 and 10. And for the tongue movement and symmetry, it will be a test for cranial nerve 12. And lastly, we have palpation of the neck muscles for symmetry, and it will be a test for cranial nerve number 11.
Para mas maintindihan natin, dumako na tayo sa mga iba't ibang test na tinalakay ng ating doktora. Ito ang mga materials na kakailanganin. Ang ating pet, pen light, dog food, vet. Kuha nyo? Dumako naman tayo ng cranial nerve.
Test for cranial nerve number 1. Let the animal figure out where the smell is coming from. The test evaluates the sense of smell of the animal.
Menace response. To evaluate the menace response, advance the hand toward the eye. A blink should be observed, indicating that cranial nerves number 2 and 7 and their connections in the brain and brainstem are functional.
Pupillary light reflex. Shining a light into one pupil causes constriction of the pupil tested as well as the opposite pupil. This test evaluates cranial nerve number 2, the oculomotor nerves cranial nerve number 3, and their brainstem connections.
Examination of the pupils, eyelids, and eyeball position. Pupil size and symmetry, eyelid aperture, and the position of the third eyelid are affected by cranial nerves 2, 3, and the sympathetic innervation to the eyes. Observe the position and movement of the eyeballs to evaluate the function of the innervation to the extraocular muscles by oculomotor, trochlear, and abducens nerves, and associated brainstem structures.
Positional strabismus. When the nose is elevated, the position of the eyeballs should be level if cranial nerves number 3, 4, and 6, the vestibular nerve of cranial nerve number 8, and their brainstem connections are normal. Positional strabismus, usually manifested as a ventral deviation of the eyeball on one side, is an abnormal finding.
Temporal and masseter muscles. Palpate these muscles for atrophy. Muscle atrophy indicates a lesion of the motor portion of the trigeminal nerves, cranial nerve number 5, and associated brainstem region and the muscle themselves.
Ganun naman pala.
Before, hindi niya kinakain yung dog food niya before. Very frustrated na nga ako.
But then, I found olfactory dog food. And very nutritious na at ang bango-bango pa. Kaya, kinain ko na rin ang dog food niya.
Oh, dumako naman tayo sa susunod na cranial nerve.
Palpebral reflex, oral reflex, and buccal reflex. Touch the palpebrae. Tickle the ears. And pinch the lips to elicit movement of these structures to evaluate the three branches of the sensory portion of cranial nerve number 5, the motor portion of cranial nerve number 7, and their caudal brainstem connections.
For cranial nerve number 8, hold the attention of the animal and check if the animal responds. The test evaluates the hearing of the animal.
Physiologic nystagmus. Move the head to the left, right, up and down. 2 to 3 rhythmical beats of the eyeballs should be observed with a fast face in the direction of the movement. This tests the function of cranial nerve number 8 and associated structures in the caudal brainstem and cerebellum.
Swallowing. Induce swallowing by external or internal palpation of the pharynx to evaluate the glossopharyngeal nerves and the vagus nerves.
Trapezius muscle. Palpate the trapezius muscle for atrophy. If atrophy is present, the patient may have a lesion of the accessory nerve, cranial nerve number 11, or the caudal brainstem.
Tongue. Observe the tongue for appropriate movement and strength, and palpate it for atrophy or hypertrophy to evaluate the hypoglossal nerve and caudal brainstem.
Ayos!
Dito natatapos ang matang lawig cranial nerves episode. Gandang araw. Mapanuri. Kapag